Full transparency on this one. There are some that think that I'm pulling for the Blues in this series. That's not true. I am to the point now where I'd like to see a Canadian team win in the playoffs. And boy, oh boy, is it starting to feel like we may not see a Canadian team in the second round. You got Calgary down 3-1, and now Winnipeg's down 3-2. And how did this happen again? Is the question that I ask. And the last thing that I saw before starting up this video is the Winnipeg whiteout. This huge group of people in the city of Winnipeg, very, very quiet and milling along the street, aware that this may be the last time that they see the Jets. No home team has won a game in this series. So if we want to talk about home teams struggling in the playoffs, this series is it. And the game-winning goal, and we'll get to it, guts me. And I know there's people who are not happy about how this went down, but let's talk about it. First period, Lowry scores from Tanev and Kopp. That's 12 seconds into the game. 12. So 12 seconds in, Winnipeg's up. And then not long after, Hayes gets a goal from Byfuglien. So Hayes has a second of the playoffs. Things look good. And coming out of the first period, yeah, St. Louis outshoots them 15-12, but they've got that 2-0 lead. And things look pretty good. Then in the second period, there is a play. There is a play that now seems huge, where a puck goes through Binnington, almost over that line. St. Louis defenseman sweeps it out of there before it crosses the line and gets into the net. That would have made it 3-0. But again, there's no scoring in the second, so no harm, no foul, right? Well, the shots are 10-6 for Winnipeg in that period. They had control of the play, could not get that third goal on Binnington. And, third period, you're going in and you're thinking, all right, well, they're up by 2. They don't lose games when they're up by 2, so they'll be fine. This will work out. They're at home. They had a great home record all year. The regular season now means nothing. Zero. There's no meaning anymore in the regular season. I'm starting to think that next year when we get to the playoffs, I'll just let the Cats pick who's going to win each round, and I'll just, because I think their picks are just as good as any pundits, any of us. I think there's just as good a chance. And in that third period, the Blues did what they do in this series, and what the road team has done throughout this series, come back and win. O'Reilly scores on a power play from Perron and Shannon. As soon as that goal goes in, you hear a marked drop in the noise of the crowd in Winnipeg, because they know. Winnipeg fans know, okay, we're up 2-1 now. This doesn't feel quite so secure. This doesn't feel as safe. Braden Shen then scores from Sundqvist and Bouwmeester. So before the goal goes in, the net is knocked off. Okay? And they went to a review, and there was discussion of why would this count as a goal. And there are probably some fans out there saying, why would it count as a goal? Seeing the replay, I was like, yeah, no, that's a goal. Sundqvist did collide with the net, but he was pushed into it by a Winnipeg defender. So because it's Winnipeg that causes that net to come off, it's a good goal. Not only that, but he's in the process of shooting when that net is knocked off. Plus, on top of that, where the puck goes in, that would have been in the net if the net had still been in place anyways. So that's 3 reasons why that one counts. That ties it up at 2, and that's your shift. Now, Sundqvist, after hitting the post, he's out of the game. He's hurting, and rightfully so. He flew into that net. But Winnipeg was just holding on at that point, and it looked like they were killing a penalty at times when they weren't. And just overall, it felt like everything had turned. And then, we're in that last minute, and it's like, okay, when's Winnipeg going to get it out of there? Winnipeg's got to get some energy. They got to get something going here. And Jaden Schwartz puts it in the net with 15 seconds left from Bozak. 15 seconds? He didn't have time to come up with much. They call a timeout. What timeout are you going to have related to a face-off at center ice with 15 seconds left that's going to have really a good chance at getting you anywhere. It's going to take you a good 5 to 6 seconds to establish yourself in the zone. All the St. Louis players are going to go back, even though you've got that sixth attacker. Yeah, 15 seconds just isn't long enough. And that's the story of this game. The St. Louis Blues, and I'll be honest, when that goal goes in by Schwartz, to me it was kind of a gut punch. And I'm not a Jets backer and fan, but man, that's rough. That's rough for fans who paid a lot of money for those tickets to go and watch the Jets lose for the third time on home ice in 3 games. Rough night if you're a Jets fan. And for the Blues, now all they have to do is win for the first time in 3 games on home ice. Now they've got Game 6 on Saturday night, and that's the big game. So for Winnipeg, yeah, this is bad. It's Binnington makes 29 saves on 31 shots after it looked like Winnipeg might have one of those games, sort of like Game 3, where it looked like they got through them and maybe they figured them out. No. Binnington shuts him down. Hellebuck makes 26 saves on 29 shots. And whether it's fair or it's not fair, the stats are better for Binnington right now. Questions are going to be asked about Hellebuck because he's eaten 3 losses in a row at home in the playoffs. If this comes back for a Game 7, man, oh man. Like if Winnipeg goes to St. Louis and wins Game 6, yeah, I would hate to think of just what a Game 7 might look like, because Winnipeg in that third period played kind of scared, and it's so strange to be saying that about a team that looked so good coming into the season. So many of us, myself included, said Stanley Cup champion written all over them, and it has not worked out that way. This is a team that right now, let's be honest, right now it looks like St. Louis has all the control, and they should be able to take this 1-6. That being said, St. Louis hasn't won at home either, so maybe it's just one of those series that neither home team's going to be able to win a game. Those series do happen from time to time. It's really strange, though. This is one of those weird ones, and I've been thinking about going over playoff histories and finding really weird series and coming up with how many weird series we've had. And one of the ideas I had was to look up series where the home team never won. Where, you go as many games as you can before you see a home team actually win, and just see how often that has happened over the years. But it's a strange night. Congratulations to the Blues on a really hard-fought victory, and for Winnipeg, I don't have anything to say to fans other than I know how bad it felt for me watching that. So I can only imagine how bad how bad Jets fans are feeling right now. And just that was incredible. That building went absolutely dead silent when that puck went in, and Jaden Schwartz with the winner. Congratulations to him. He's had kind of a rough season due to injury and some cold streaks. This is going to be the highlight of his season right now, and if they can win this one at home and go on to round 2, we may see some really, really strange matchups in round 2. Just throwing that out there. These playoffs have been really wildly unpredictable. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.